Biggest crash in decades. That is what we've seen yesterday, with the precious metals raising $7 trillion within 36 hours. Silver is down 30%, gold is down 13.6%, platinum down 27%, palladium down 21%. And this is not only precious metals. Obviously, crypto has been taking a massive beating as well. It says 2.56 billion liquidation here, but if you looked at it a few hours ago, it was actually 3 billion in the past 24 hours. Over 650,000 traders have been liquidated. And we have to talk about it because, one, it adds extra pressure to these. So a lot of things are happening at the same time now, which is quite scary. This is why I decided to do a show here on even though it's Sunday. If you don't know why, my name is 𝗲𝗲 and I do these daily updates. I actually have run this 100x Cup channel for a while now, and I do 4% a month trading minimum. That's 100x your wealth in the next 10 years. So if you want to participate in the journey, subscribe to the channel and come back every single day. There's a lot of confusion, and this adds a lot of pressure to the treasury companies as well. For example, Tommy's Bitmine ETH treasury company is down $5.5 billion. MicroStrategy is just about 3% away from holding 700,000+ Bitcoins in a minus, which is, again, a lot of uncertainty in the market. And IBIT holders still have to wait 40 hours. This is the post, this is the joke on us, meaning the ETF holders will wake up and have to sell on Monday. The question is, what is actually going to happen after this massive liquidation cascade? Now, if you've been following the shows and you have been taking these trades, I have made, I detailed exactly this move in last week. So you can look through the channel here and see that I've been telling you what is going to happen, what level will break, we go sub 80,000. So all that actually happened. I closed these trades out yesterday, both on Bitfunded and on Toobit, 50% on Toobit as well. And the question really is, why did I decide to take a long position? Now, it's rare for me that I make these public posts on X. I rather post in the community. If you are not joining, like, I don't know what you're doing. I think you should. There's a link in the description. Join in there. But I thought this was the time to do this, and the reason why I also wanted to come here. Now, before I jump in this, I just want to tell you something, and this is something that yesterday I was flying, and it really exhausted me. So every time Bitcoin dumps 5 to 10%, there is this whole cascade of people coming, even friends coming out. Oh my God, it's so horrible. We're going to zero. We're gonna die, bro. And it's super. I'm sick and tired of all the complaints. If you're in, then trade the market you're in. And I'm not saying it's not about who's getting it right and wrong. And yeah, we have been getting it right for the past 6 months, but we might not get it right. It's not about that. I'm never going to come here and say, oh, the market is shit. The market ruined me. The market, oh my God. No, I almost said fuck you. Like, no, it's you, okay? Please stand up, dust yourself up, and the moment you realize that it's actually you and has nothing to do with the market is the moment that you're going to be able to perform better. So that's out of the way. Stop blaming others and wake the F up, okay? That's out of the way. Let's jump in and let's talk about the chart. So why did I decide to get long? I actually took these long here on Toobit. I do have some of my short positions opened as well. Oh, by the way, yeah, I'm gonna tell you about it later, but I do have these, I have some of the short positions open. I do have the long position here with 215, 8% unrealized. I have this Bitcoin short position open. I do have this ETH long position open, 27% unrealized, and I do have Solana open at 32% unrealized. These are all everything I posted in the community before I even posted on X. But this is the stance. Why? Super simple. Every time when there is doubt, you gotta go out on a higher time frame, okay? And I am notorious of trading the low time frames, which is amazing, and scalps and in and out and 1 hour and 15 minutes and 5 minutes. But I think we're getting to a point where I'm genuinely tempted on starting to get back into spot positions. I sold everything on October 18th, right? And not everything, but I sold all my shit coins and everything that I didn't want to hold, and I held 50% of my Solana, 50% of my ETH, and a majority of my Bitcoin. And so I'm tempted to start layering back in, and the reason is because if you look at the weekly chart here, if you look at the weekly chart here, sorry for my setup, by the way. It's traveling, you know, it happens. Shit like this happens. And then I look at the wrong camera, but it is what it is. So when you zoom out, you have to look at higher time frame pictures as well, right? And I mean, once we had this daily rejection, and this is why it's good. The way these shows are designed, you have to come back every day. It's super simple. Come back every day and watch them, okay? So when this happened here, I said, this is a clear daily rejection. We're going lower. This is when we started shorting. So now this liquidity has been swept, And there is, if you look at the higher time frame, a very serious order block down here. A very, very, very serious order block down here, okay? The only difference now, because you can say, okay, Fefe, but why didn't you long here? Well, I did, by the way. But the reason why I didn't follow through is because this here could not go above. It came back to the 50 retest and then simply smashed down. It couldn't continue higher. So now there is a possibility of this forming, and this is what I drafted on the show on Friday before we got down here, is that there is a possibility for us to form some kind of bottom here and then rally. I'm not saying this is the ultimate bottom, but I'm saying that the market is just so exhausted. How do you liquidate 3 billion from a market that is completely freaking dead? It's like gone. So I do believe that there has to be some kind of relief rally happening from here, especially because metals should find the bottom as well. So I don't think this is the major correction. And I also posted in the community that I am going to start looking at taking long positions both on silver and on gold. I'm gonna look at the charts in a second, but ultimately this was, look at this stuff. This was my silver short. Look at this. Would have caught a 30% move on silver if I haven't been stopped by $1.2 here. It's actually insane. It's revolving. Anyway, so I'm going to find these metals should find the bottom as well, and we should bounce. Very, very, very important. You always want to buy in fear. Always. When everybody's buying, when we're up here, I've been making ridiculous yet again for saying that this is a 4-hour rejection. We're going to reject. Everybody is freaking long in, and I was the idiot. Now I'm not the idiot. Now that I'm going to buy, they will say, oh, you're too early. And that's exactly what you want. If you go with the herd, you're always going to be a sheep, okay? You never want to go with the herd. So here's what I'm thinking, and here's why I'm long. If you look out on the weekly time frame and you zoom out this chart, this here could not be a stronger weekly order block coming from sending Bitcoin from $75,000 all the way to all-time highs at 125. If you look at the total market cap, very, very similar situation. And I've drafted this level when we broke up here. I drafted this when we broke below the daily, okay? So it's not new for me to start trying to find something and this is the time to long. I'm not a fucking moon boy. I'm telling you what I've been planning for the entire time, and it has come. The time has come, okay? So the same situation. There was a push from this level that added almost $2 trillion into the crypto market from this demand zone. This is a very strong institutional level. That means that I do believe we have to have a bounce here, especially considering how we got into this level, okay? We consolidated for a while. We built up massive liquidity, and I've been saying throughout here on the channel, I've been talking about this every single day, saying look at the liquidity, look at what is going to happen. This liquidity was built up. This whole thing is a plan, and I have a video. It's called AMD. Please, after this, watch this. It's gonna be in the description as well. But if you look at this is the perfect AMD on the day. Accumulation, manipulation, distribution from a very, very strong weekly level, okay? So even though if I'm wrong here, the risk reward is there to long. My stop loss, especially like on Bitcoin, is 5%. My upside is 37%, even if the Bitcoin goes just back above the 100K level, right? So I had an interview with Ben Cowan the other day. Go and watch that. And we're talking about the 200-day SMA that he's saying. And that's basically aligned with my thesis of getting a retrace on the daily all the way up here to the 100,000. And everybody will be bullish here. Like I'm telling you, everybody will scream we're back. And that's the time when you and me are going to offload some of our spot positions, because it is not going to be the actual breakout. So this is what I would be expecting. I would not be surprised to see Bitcoin come back to the between 95 and 100,000 region from this level. And this is why I have taken long positions. Now it's super simple. I'm going to post the charts in the community, but super simple, guys. Super simple. Daily low and weekly low. Look at this. You go into the weekly chart, and any token you want to trade, let's say you want to take ETH, you look at it and you say, what is the weekly low? The weekly low is down here at $1,300. Or you can actually trade this one, sorry. Yeah, 15%, so $2,000. XRP, don't trade that shit. BNB, don't trade that shit either. Solana, look at this. Solana, where is the stop loss? Stop loss is down here at this low. This is the low down here. So $76. You can look at Doge. Doge is level down here at 7 cents. You can look at Tron. What is the level? The level is, don't trade Tron because that's not good either. Link, look at this. I know there are a lot of Link bulls. Look at this level here. 7.8 cents. You didn't have this risk reward forever. And now you're going to not buy because you're, you know, I almost wanted to say a little cat, like a pussy cat, but I didn't say that. So this is the time to start looking at trades, okay? Now, you can play it two ways. I actually started deploying. This is what I said. I started deploying. I do think these are great positions. I have very big, so look at this. Like on Solana, stop loss is 93. On ETH, 2,000 is my stop loss. Bitcoin, my stop loss is 74,000. So like very big stop losses, long trades. But the other thing that I'm actually waiting for to take scalp positions is that I go down onto the hourly chart and I want to see a recovery here. Now, the problem is with this one is that you can't really see a recovery here. It's very, very difficult and almost impossible for the market to pull a V-shaped recovery here, which I would need to confirm that this is an opportunity. So I don't think this is going to happen. Usually after liquidations like this, the market is marked slowly, okay? And now we're taking way too much time. Usually these updates are 10 minutes, but ultimately what I'm looking for is either this and a V shape, or just some kind of W formation to mark a bottom here. So either of these scenarios are good. I'm long, stop loss down there, and then riding it based on the weekly chart. And we're gonna get back to it once the time comes and once we understand what actually has happened. Ultimately, this is the time, in my opinion, to start looking at buying. I'm not saying that you should go ape shit and 50x leverage and whatever, but it is the time to actually start looking at it when there is fear in the street. I also wanted to tell you one more thing. There was someone who, I posted this in the community, there was someone who sent me a DM yesterday, said from $50 bonus to 650 account in 24 hours, insane. So I have partnered with Toobit. They are our partners here on the channel. I came to visit them actually just to meet with the founders as well. And they offer, I asked them that we need an incredible deal. They are non-KYC, registered in Singapore. So there is $50 sign-up bonus just for signing up using the link in the description, and you get a 20% deposit bonus. Now again, very important. There are a lot of people trying to farm this and outsmart this. They are going to catch you. So don't be a dick about it. Just go, sign up, get the $50 bonus, and then just take trades like this. You don't need to try to outsmart the system and be screwed by it. You just have to take the advantage that you can. Take a 40x short with a $50 bonus. So if you deposit $4,000, you get $800 that you can trade with. It's free. It's literally going to show up here under the, let me just move this here. You don't see this, but I have that little window there. It will show up here on the bonuses, and you can use it. I still have my $800 bonus. I can just click on there, just short the thing when it happens, or long the thing, and then it's free money. So anyway, there's a link in the description. Go and check that out, and come back for another one tomorrow. Guys, it's been a longer update, but I thought I need to come here and do this with you. I hope you appreciate it. Let me know if you do. Let me know if I should drop more of the Sunday updates, and I'll see you in the next one. Check out this video. Bank account interview. If you haven't seen it, check it out. See you. Take care.